Sometimes the most gifted people are the most humble ones. They're the most flawed ones. The ones that are so self-important and only just value appearances, and they don't actually do the healing or the shadow work because it won't make them look good. They'd rather kind of pour into the facade instead of actually healing what's inside, who sort of lack accountability and don't really like taking the skeletons out of the closet and just try to act sort of perfect and holier than thou. Those are the ones that think that they really have something to offer the world, but they can't fix anyone because they can't fix themselves. They can't be authentic, so there's no way they could genuinely help anyone. But the true healers, the ones that think, oh my God, my life is so flawed. I'm actually embarrassed of the mistakes I've made in my past, but I have to take my skeletons out of the closet, and I have to take them out one by one and clean them off and put them on display and look at them every single day and own them, own every single part of them, and be honest about the choices I made and how unhealed I was and how I hurt myself and hurt others and was flawed as fuck. Those are the real healers. And right now I think you may be in a point of feeling stagnant, feeling stuck, kind of shedding your old self, but not sure who your new self is. You may have gotten rid of the toxic people around you, but you haven't found your soul tribe. And you may have these spiritual gifts coming in or abilities, but you think maybe I'm just exaggerating. Maybe there's no use for them, but some healers, not all, because to be a healer is already rare, but there's a certain type of healer. And we sometimes think we have to have these magical abilities and cure cancer with our fingertips and do all these magical things. And some of us don't realize that our presence is healing. Our energy heals others. Just us being who we are and seeing people for who they are empowers people to heal themselves. We plant the seeds. We don't need to be some over-the-top, wild, aesthetically pleasing, magical, psychic, telepathic, telekinetic, whatever. We don't have to be all that. Sometimes when we walk in the room, our presence heals people. And you'll typically know that when you offend a lot of people. It's because you see the truth and you hold yourself accountable. And not only do you hold everyone around you accountable, you have the same standard for yourself. You don't even put up with your own bullshit. But a lot of people are not equipped to process that because they don't like to look at themselves, so they think you're weird. They don't want to sort of be around you because you see right through them. But you see right through yourself too. You're not ashamed. You've already worked through the shame. And if you haven't, you're honest about it. If you mess up, you admit it. You never try to project onto others and act like you're better than everybody else. You're a healer. Your energy is healing. You have authentic energy. You're a genuine person that actually cares about other people, and you care about yourself. It starts with caring about yourself, because you can't love everyone else but not yourself, because in the end, it won't be real love that you have to offer. And you also wouldn't be able to receive love if you don't love yourself. So if you're confused about where to head next on your journey, continue to pour into yourself every day. And that doesn't mean every single day you need to do this huge, prophetic moment of I've healed this huge inner wound. Sometimes it's just showing up for yourself every day. If you tell yourself you're going to journal for 5 minutes a day, just journal for 5 minutes a day. If you tell yourself you're going to unpack one childhood trauma every single month or whatever, do that. Don't be over the top. Sometimes healing looks like sleeping. Sometimes healing looks like going and have lunch with a friend. Sometimes healing looks like smoking a little blunt on a hammock at a park. Sometimes healing looks like binge watching your show or eating your favorite meal or working out or shopping. Sometimes healing is that. Sometimes you have to cater to your inner child too. Maybe you want to go buy a stuffed animal. Maybe you want to take your kids to do something fun because it kind of cures you inside too. It doesn't always have to be this journaling and shadow work and crying and bringing up these traumas and wounds, because over time, as you pour into yourself, you're healing. So organize your sock drawer. Clean your room. Throw away 10 items that hold stagnant energy. Show up for yourself when you say you're going to show up for yourself. Stand up for yourself when you need to stand up for yourself. Be honest. Be great to your kids if you didn't have a good childhood, because you're really healing your inner child when you're great to them. You give them the life that they never had or that you never had. You're the adult that you needed as a child. Be a safe space for others. Be honest with everyone around you. Show up in those little ways, and you'll really find that you heal other people with your energy, with your presence, with your authenticity, with just you being genuine. And you show your kids how to love themselves when you love yourself. And that's important. You show your friends and family that it's okay to be themselves when you are yourself. So I just thought somebody may need to hear that. If you're confused about where you are in your journey, just take it day by day. Don't expect a huge thing to happen every single day where it's just this eye-opening thing. It's not always that. It's not. Take it day by day, and then in a year, you'll look back and say, whoa, I got a lot done. Shit, I held myself accountable. I poured into myself. I lost the 7 pounds I said I was going to lose by not eating junk food, because it kind of cured my gut, and internally it just made my mind feel better. Journaling kind of took away my mental illness a little bit, or I self-isolated to get away from negative energy, because that's what I knew how to do at that time to protect myself. And in doing so, I healed myself, and I'm now ready to heal others. So I thought somebody may need that message.